Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? It definitely helps with my channel. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. Don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. And thank you for all you new subscribers. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up below the video because it does help. So welcome to week 173, I think. It's either 173 or 174. But I'll have the correct week in the timeline. So another disappointing week on the weight loss front. There I gained a few pounds. I think I gained about 3 or 4 pounds this past week there. I've been dealing with a lot of depression, and it really sucks. So I'm still not sounding right. I'm still not up to 100%. I was tested positive for the cold, and we'll leave it at that. You can tell by the way I'm sounding, I'm still very congested in my throat area and stuff like that. Technically, you're supposed to isolate yourself for 5 days, and then it takes upwards of 2 weeks to get rid of it out of your system if you're careful, and it can stay in your system for up to 90 days. She told me, so that's what I'm dealing with there. I've been really depressed with that. I've been down because I haven't been able to do too much volunteering. I'm supposed to go down to charity Friday night, and I didn't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable, so I went home. And my wife didn't win anything. She had a good crowd. Everything came out fine on their pull tabs, but it's just something I enjoy doing. What else did we do this week? We went down to City Hall. We took some more tree photography photographs, and then I got this coming week we got Christmas coming up, so early Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and safe New Year going forward, and a successful New Year going forward if you're doing weight loss. So we got a lot of things planned for the upcoming New Year, and we'll go over that more and more detail as it's doing a few more videos here and there. But I'm not giving up, even though I've had a bad week, and I'm dealing with a lot of depression right now with this, and not being able to get out that much, do much walking. Now I'm scheduled to go out on the 16th of January to have hip surgery. I'm looking forward to that. I have to go down to the 2nd of January to have my physical, and if I clear that, I can have surgery. But if I have any signs of this, they're not going to operate on me, and they'll have to push it off. And if they have to push it off, I'll just push it off indefinitely. But I'm having a hard time getting by like everybody else right now, and the economy really sucks. And somebody told my wife there, I'm going to go back to work after January, and I'm thinking about going in the overnight shift somewhere if I can find something suitable for me. And I want to make a little more than $15 an hour there, because if I'm going to be working nights, I want to be making at least $16 to $17 an hour, and I want to go full time, and I'll just deal with it. And now the bingo's an awful lot of work, and even for volunteer, and I was getting burnt out with that too, because I'm there every Friday night, and I bust my hiney off when I'm walking around and doing a lot of walking around back and forth with a bad hip and all, and so I need to take a break from that too once in a while. So again, after the first of the year, I don't know if I want to continue doing this, or I'm just going to go down there once in a while, or maybe once every other month, or maybe just twice a month. And I think if I just do two times a month, I'm fine. But Sunday we went over to the Christian Life Center, which is a parish over here in our city. It used to be the Real movie theater back in the 20s up to the 1940s, and there was a couple of other places before then, and then the church, they ended up taking over the building. And when we had the flood back in September 11th there, the entire basement got flooded out, and they lost all their electrical and everything. And through the grace of God and everything, they finally got up and running, and they were able to have their first church service this past Sunday. And I went over there, and I was able to take a few photographs of it, and that's what's behind me. I'm using a green screen today, and I posted some recipes this week. I'm going to continue filming recipes, but my main project right now that I'm focusing on right now is straightening out my portable hard drive. I had too many duplicate photos, and I had folders, and I had a lot of unnecessary stuff all over the place, and I'm just trying to reorganize it to something where it's organized. And then going forward for next year, that's my primary goal, is that. And then, so this coming Saturday, I got a wedding to shoot, and one of the friends, she's getting married at the city hall, and then she's going to have a reception at the same place that we had when my Aunt Teresa passed away. So I'm not as tense as I normally would be with a wedding, because I've done a wedding before, but we use my camera phone for the wedding inside the city hall, and then when we go over there, I'll snapshot a few photographs from her, and I'll just give her the files when I'm done, after I get everything all edited for her. And if she wants to do a photo shoot somewhere, maybe we could go on a location to do the photo shoot, take some more professional photographs for her, and we'll do that. And she said she's going to pay me. I don't know how much I'm going to charge her, but and I'll probably get a free meal out of it, but I don't care about the meal too much, and yeah, so we got Christmas coming up on Sunday. We're planning. Now on Sunday, the Christian Life Center, they're going to have a morning mass because of the holiday. And then they're going to go over to the downtown manger area, and they're going to lay the little baby Jesus in the manger over there. And I may go down and do that. And when we get outside and everything, I'm going to film it live for you guys. And, as long as it's not too cold. Because last year when I was down there, it was so cold. It was like about 10 degrees, and it was about 20 degrees wind chill factor. And today it's Monday, and we have another 3 inches of rain coming in, and we've already had about 1.5 inches or so overnight, and we got a lot of heavy wind today. You can hear the wind gusts blowing outside, and so I wasn't sure if I was going to film a video this morning. But speaking of videos, so I dropped off the Colonial Band concert there. Robert said it was fine, but I messed up on the credit. So I need to go to the studio today and pick up that copy and just take the credit off of it and put the new credit on there and adjust the volume, because he said the volume was kind of soft. So that's just a 5-minute fix, but I can't find the original file that I gave to the studio, and I must have accidentally deleted it. So this is why I'm trying to get organized, a little better organized on my folders and my files there, so I know where they are. So what I do, guys, is I take everything, like for instance, for the whole coming year of 2024, I'll write down 2024 photos and video, and then I'll categorize them by the month, January all the way down to December. And then if I'm out on location, I'll usually put the date first, and then I'll put the event. So that's if I'm just doing street photographs, or if I go to some of my hiking places or events we have in our city, and that's how I've been cataloging in my files. But I just kind of got out of hand there after a while, and now you just got to kind of fix my mess, and it's a pain in the behind if I would have done that right off the start, I wouldn't have to be dealing with this. But I accidentally deleted that particular file off the computer, and I went back to the recyclable bin, and I couldn't find it in there, and I can't find it in any of my folders. I think it might have got shoved in another folder by mistake, and it's very easy to do. And so anyways, I'm going to go down and get that folder file today, and I'm going to work on that project today. Yeah, we got nothing but doctor appointments. My wife's doing fine with the cataract surgery. But here's what the deal is: it's $250 for a co-payment, and that's two appointments this month for cataract surgery. So that's $500 out of my pocket. And then she's got 2 follow-ups 2 days afterwards, and and that's $40 for each of those follow-ups. So you figure out the math. That's that's almost $600 they're charging my wife this month there, plus the other doctor appointments for the damn stinking co-payments. This is why I can't get ahead. So I told Donna, I said, I need to get some video stuff there, because I want to start a nonprofit. So like I said, again, the first part of the year after I'm fully rehabbed, I'm going back to work, and I'm going to work full time. And I would just work around my appointments there. But this past week when I was at the parish here, one of the guys that I know, Mike, he's a member of the band, and he plays drums and stuff like that. And he was telling me that when they had the flood, he lost all his equipment downstairs, and it flooded out his studio in his basement there. But unfortunately, he was able to collect through FEMA because the water got into his furnace, and it destroyed his furnace. And he was able to get, the replacement for all that, which a lot of us didn't. So he asked me if I wanted to film some of his stuff on Friday night, which is I do the charity on Friday night, so I can't be in 2 places at once. And this is why I got to rethink about Friday night, because if I can get a $200 or $300 job, I'd rather do that instead of wasting the money at bingo. And I can still let Donna play, and I just go down and do the my gig, and so. But I need stuff. And stuff costs money. The camera budget is about $5,000 for my thing there, because I want to start a nonprofit, and I want to see my level is when I do the City Hall photograph this in video this time around, because a lot of these couples will get married in the City Hall and they can't afford a photographer or anything like that. Well, that's where I would come in. I would come in and just operate as a video and photography shoot. Now, I'm not quite there with the photographs, even though I put out great photographs, but for a professional photo shoot for like a wedding, I would hire somebody to help me, because as a non-profit, we can't take a little bit of a donation from people and just put it into the kitty, and I was sure the mayor would give me a room up in one of the local buildings, but, I don't know what would be involved in that, but I still need to get a tax ID number for that and everything. So this is what we got planned going forward for next year. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to continuing my weight loss, continue putting up videos. Still working on game night. I'm pretty sure now I'm just going to have to use it and play it with my iPad until I can get a computer with a laptop, because for some reason the keyboard does not work when I go to sign in and play the game. And I don't know why it's not, in other words, it's not recognizing my keyboard, but when Anne Marie plays her games on Sunday and Wednesday, I go type in my words on my computer, but when I go to do my own game night, it won't let me do it on the keyboard. For some reason, it's not reading the keyboard, and I hadn't been able to figure that out. And you can see how I'm sounding. I'm still not 100% right, because I still have a lot of congestion in my nose and stuff. But yeah, so I'm probably going to take another Friday night off this week, even though it's Christmas time and I like to go. I may go to St. Cecilia's Parish also Saturday afternoon for the 4 o'clock Mass. I don't know yet. I may do a double Mass that day. We'll see how everything is and how I feel. And, and this week is the last week of the Festival of Trees over there. And I ain't been on one in this year because we don't have any place to put it. And that's the 8 o'clock whistle. And yeah, so my sister sent me up a gift card for Longhorns, for me and my wife. She's $50. She also sent the usual one for the family, because my other two sisters and my friend, or her friend and my wife, they all want to go to Longhorns. Well, when I was at the Christian Life Center before I went there, the fire horn went off, and there was a bad fire over there. They took out half the building on the side of the building nearby where the dumpster is. And so I don't know if they're going to be open for Wednesday, because she wants to go down there Wednesday. But I told her, look, we can always go somewhere else, because we got quite a bit of options on that card. I mean, they got Olive Garden. I like Olive Garden too. I hadn't been down there in a while. And then, of course, we can always go to another Longhorns, but the closest one is up in Marlborough, if you're familiar with Massachusetts. So, we got a lot of things going on this week, and we got Christmas again. I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And like I said, I'm going to continue doing some videos and put them up when I can, and I'm just trying to get myself better, so I can be back to I can feel like I'm back to my old self again. And I've been out, my whole system has been out of sync, and when I couldn't figure out why, when they said I had that, I said, okay, well, that made a lot of sense to me now, Oh, and then the cat update, he's doing fine, he's been really good since we brought him to the vet, but he weighs 16 pounds. He's a big cat now. He picked up a lot of weight. I don't know how much overweight he really is, but for his age bracket. But she gave me a chart there, and he should be only eating about 300 calories a day, according to the chart, for his weight. And so, but and that's the little tender treats that I give him there on the Temptations. So, I've just been cutting way back on those, and I took away that dish instead of loading up those all day for him. So now he's back on track eating his regular food for the dry stuff. And, I make sure he's got plenty of water throughout the course of the day. And he's been in a pretty good mood there. He does get into a little bit of mischief, but, I'm really happy with him right now. And, I just got to get him back on track. And again, to put him on a keto diet, and I'm going to continue on my keto diet. So I'll give you some updates on the cat every once in a while. But I found something that he absolutely loves. And my wife's got this Emery board. Then when she does her nails, she threw one down on the floor, and he was having a ball with that. But the problem is he lost 3 of them already. So I'm going to buy him a supply of them, and want to take some string and tie it on somehow. So if you play with it with the string. And I think he'd really like that. I'm just trying to keep the little fella happy. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. But again, have a nice Christmas and New Year's. Safe New Year's going forward. Hoping my sister will come over Christmas Day. we're going to have a holiday ham and the usual what we always have every week, every year. And then what I usually do is I make a nice pea soup for my wife. I'll take the bone and I'll just boil it up and make a nice stock out of it, and then add the peas to it, and then I'll add some chunks of ham into it. And then she has a nice pea soup for a couple of meals afterwards, you know. So this is how you utilize, you know, your budget and, you know, stretch your money out there. You know what, if you're gonna make one good piece, why not buy two and just make extra and just freeze it, you know, and you can have it again another day. But yeah, that's about all we got going on, guys. Remember, I love you, God love you. You have an amazing day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.